Hey guys, it's the Dune Man here, and I'm going to show you why I'm better with Berserker than you are. And this is a how to play Berserker video guide. So please like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show you guys here is Berserker has a pretty basic moveset, but what makes him so strong is the fact that he has hyper armor. Alright, see right there, that's hyper armor. That's on every attack. So, you can chain it, R1, R2, in a series, and that'll happen, where you'll just tank your attack and it'll trade. And that's the whole point of Berserker really, is to trade. So your openers are a light with hyper armor and a heavy with hyper armor. They are both pretty easily parried if they see it coming. So I do recommend the light. Although you can get deflected easily. So the only time you would ever want to throw this against somebody for your opener is if they're already swinging. Jay, like, can you start swinging? You see that? That's a better trade for me. And that's really low time. Every other time, though, you pretty much want to just go through that light and then start into your combo. So, Berserker is a character who, although he is an assassin, he does not play like an assassin. Because every attack in a chain he has hyper armor. And you can actually pretty much go infinitely until your stamina runs out with a light, heavy combo. The only thing is you cannot end with a heavy up top because it will be an unblockable. And no matter what. So let's say you do light, heavy. Alright, or you can go light, heavy. And you can pretty much do that forever as long as you just don't throw the heavy up top. And you can actually throw a light up top too, but I always kind of get confused when I do that, so I try just to avoid it unless I'm fainting up top. And remember, you have hyper armor, so don't be fainting too heavily, because your whole idea is that you trade. So if someone hits you, don't worry about it. And that's the biggest hurdle to get over with Berserker, is just not caring about getting hit. But once you do, you become a better Berserker. Alright, Jalen, can you hit me and I'll show him? You see that? You just trade with the guy. And the idea of Berserker is that you're just going to hit him with more heavies than he's going to hit you with, and you do more damage. And that's kind of the whole idea of the character. And this hyper armor is really what gives him his strength and viability in the current meta. Because without it, you know, obviously he can be interrupted and everything, but very few attacks can actually interrupt Berserker. The only big ones I can think of would be, obviously, you know, shoves or punches from Yormahanger. And then, you know, the little shield bash from Gladiator and that much. But, let's say, Jalen, can you get a deflect on this attack real quick?
Yeah.
Alright. You see, if he was Gladiator, that deflect would have done exactly jack shit because of my hyper armor. So I would have just kept swinging. So you're fighting a Gladiator, don't worry about fainting too much, because just keep throwing shit, because every time he deflects, it's essentially him just losing a heavy.
A shaman and peacekeeper also like that too.
Yeah, shaman and peacekeeper, same idea. Don't faint near as much against those guys. I do think though that Berserker deflects count no matter what. And Jalen, will you throw a heavy for me? So that's the punish for a Berserker deflect, is a free guard break. Jalen, show him.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't being attention.
Alright then. So what you want to do is, Jalen, throw a heavy for me. And go into your combo. Now.
Oh. If we're talking about deflect, you should tell them that you have to have your side chosen before you do it, or it just doesn't up attack.
Okay then. Wait,
I don't know if it's wrong. I may be wrong about that, but like, try it. Like, don't have any side picked, and then just try to do your thing.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
I'll do it. Okay. Oh, so it does still work. My bad.
Yeah. I think you just got, like, after you guard break, you gotta, like, switch to that side you want to throw it from. It don't really matter which side either, just not a heavy. So, the only thing I look out for Berserker is the most parried attack you're going to throw will either be your opener up top or your second heavy. So there's two ways to deal with this. You can either feint and go for a guard break, or you can feint and go for a light. And here's the thing that's fun about Berserker. Let's say you feint, it's also a hyper armored feint. So it's almost like you just threw that light in a chain once you feint. And that's really unique about Berserker, because that means that they really have no options against you. But remember, that second heavy is going to be the one that's most often parried, so that's also probably the one you're going to want to feint the most. Now, the way I like to do it is I like to utilize that top unblockable. Because unblockables with hyper armor always forces the opponent to do something. Jalen, throw a light to interrupt my unblockable, okay? Well, here. You see, that's why I like that, because it forces them to dodge or parry. And that means that you get a free guard break. Or, Jalen, dodge this time. Oh, my bad.
I was pretty low.
Okay, restart.
I didn't think I was that low.
Alright, dodge it. No, dodge attack it.
Oh, dodge attack it. Okay.
Yeah, dodge attack it. Alright. And then you can feint out of that and wait for the parry. And those are how you're going to get your big punishes. And that's pretty much the basics of Berserker. Everything else is just kind of, you know, there. Like, he has an unblockable side dodge that's... Although it's really easy to abuse at lower levels, once you get to higher levels, if you start to panic dodge, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. So I want to tell you not to rely on it, because it's just going to hurt you. Unless you can actually do it in a combo. Jalen, will you show him how?
Like, what, like this?
Yeah. So you can feint it and essentially go... And that's kind of your best tactic to use it. And it's also a good little opener if you can get it off a lot. But I'm telling you, man, it will get parried just like that. And also, it can be deflected, like all undodgeables, like that.
It's a light feint, by the way. You don't actually have to feint it. You just do the dodge after you press the heavy attack.
Wait a second. Ah!
Yeah.
Well, look at what we've learned. So yeah, so I would try not to rely too much on it and only throw it if it's either you're fighting somebody new or not. And then obviously there's the big brain strat of the purposeful whiff. So say me and Jalen, hey Jalen, put on regenerate your health a little bit there, butter. All right then. So say you're over here, he's playing defensive, and you don't really want to go in there because he's gonna parry you. So what you do is you do the purposeful whiff. So you miss that first one, so they'll either go for a heavy of their own, or they'll go for, say, a guard break, and you just keep throwing. Okay, there was no purposeful whiff there. Like that. Or you can go... Wait, my bad. You just gotta force them to make a move so you can punish them with a heavy. And Berserker has very few people who actually have good matchups against him. The bigger players, I would say, would be Raider and... who would you say, Jalen?
Highlander and the girl with the Thor hammer.
Jormungandr. Yeah, Jormungandr. Because Jormungandr has that punch that always kind of interrupts our combos, which is pretty nice.
And Black Prior's light attack usually cancels out the whole guard break strat.
Yeah.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. And also Black Prior can flip, which gives him like an added bonus, an added way to play your little right here. Granted, if he whiffs, it's still an easy, little light tap or guard break, but still. And the big thing that really sucks about Black Prior and Highlander is their lights can cancel our attacks because they have that crushing counter with the R1, which can be really annoying to fight. Alright, so here's the issue with Raider versus Berserker. Raider's health is just a little bit higher, so Jay, let's just have a trade fest. So, again, that's what happens when you fight someone with more hyper armor than you have. And this is also one of the things that I don't like about Berserker is her playstyle is not very good for if someone has revenge. So if you're jumping and a dude gets revenge, you don't just want to sit there and trade because he'll get the better of you. And that's when, as a Berserker, you gotta start deflecting and parrying. There you go. You see how he had to change up his playstyle? Instead of just trying to trade with me constantly, he switched to parrying, and that worked a lot. And he got a good deflect on me too. So here's why Highlander is a good counter to Berserker, is because start your combo please, Jalen. I can interrupt your combos with my crushing counter, and also I can do this little trade right here. Now, it kind of all depends on who gets theirs off first, but I think Raider's light spam might actually be a little bit faster than Berserker's light heavy spam. Let's see, Jalen, let's go.
What am I doing?
Your light heavy spam.
Can I see something real quick, man? Like,
yeah,
just
sure.
block everything. Yeah, when you block my light in the combo, even though it's not a parry, it still stops it. Like, that's the end, if you block my light.
Nice.
You saw what I was saying there?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Get your health up a little bit more. Alright then. And then after the crushing counter, there's also this little number right here. And as a Berserker, it's just hard because if you don't get that first hit in, it's pretty hard to out spam a Highlander in anything. And also, even if you do, crushing counter. Hey guys, I'm here with some footage and some gameplay of Berserker and some Dominion. Jalen's here too somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna let my man get his ones. I feel like he earned it.
That guy that was getting jumped a few seconds ago.
Yeah. Dude, if you're getting jumped and you get revenge and you kill both, it feels so satisfying. So I'm not gonna take that from him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Woo! Come on, find me, Armusha. You see that? That's how you do that opening. Ooh. Other thing you gotta watch is your stamina. Oh. I didn't mean to kill him like that, but alright.
I'm out of stamina.
And this is pretty much how you punish with Berserker. You gotta use that unblockable, man. Don't just sit there and wail on his ass, because he's just gonna feed revenge. You gotta throw that. Because that forces them to try to parry it, or do something with it. Hey guys, I just want to give y'all an update that we're just getting different clips, so you're not gonna see all the times that we get folded, right? You're gonna see all the times we win, because that's what we do here. Oh, crap. This is a how-to video, not a gameplay video. We have those too.